What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the Novation Circuit Tracks.
Music time.
Alright, so here we have the Novation Circuit Tracks. Let me just get lined into my little speaker situation so that I could give you all a little demonstration. I've been using the Circuit Tracks for a little while now. I've been just bringing it around, using it at home, using it outside for maybe a month now, and I'm enjoying the workflow. It's very interesting device. And personally, I think it's not a bad beginner device too. If you're just trying to get into synthesizers, this is like a pretty good Groovebox, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Maybe we go in and look at some of the stuff I've made already, and then I'll show you the workflow in like a blank project. Let's see, what do we got here? A little arrangement. And here I could show off the different elements in the mixer. Like I could cut the drums. And now all we're hearing is synth channel 1 and 2. Could cut out certain elements. Now we're only hearing synth channel 1. Here, let's switch it so we can hear the elements. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Got that like bright synth. And what's cool is that I can bring in all these elements and kind of arrange like a little song situation. And I guess now is a good time to show the effects knob. Super colorful filter. Full left and full right, you get a full on cutoff with the filter. That's quite nice. Alright, super cool. Let me show you a little bit more on how the workflow English. Let me show you a little bit more about like my workflow with the device. So let's show off like synth channel 1 and synth channel 2. So synth channel 1, your sequencer is set up here, so it's going to pass left and right, and you get a full page. So you get 2 pages worth, 1 through 16, 17 through 32 steps in the whole clip, which is plenty for me because although actually I do like working in like 64 when it comes to step counts. I have more room to like write patterns, but the workaround for that is going into patterns. We have our pattern tab here, and you can make multiple clips of 32 bars. So essentially what you're hearing, this little arrangement I have going on, is going to pass down each section of this little sequence here. So I have synth 1 passing between a section of 32 bars and another 32 bars. So this is a whole 64 clip, and then I have another 2 64, 128, right? Yeah, 128 clip right here. And same for the drums. I have a looping section of drums that I wrote, clips of 32, another clip of 32, 64 total. And when you play it, you're gonna hear all the elements go down this row. And then it shifts over to the next row, and then it shifts down to this row and loops these top 2 again, and then plays this last clip that I made. But then it'll all loop together. The only clip that's going a little further than the rest is the green clip, but that's fine because everything's in time, because 64 is 60. You know math, right? We all know math. Y'all know how to count numbers. Alright, very sick. What other projects can I show off here? Let's see, because I made a few things. I want to show how dynamic this device is, because I've been making a lot of chill stuff, but I've also made some crazy distorted stuff by messing with all the features. It gets real crazy, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, this is a little vibey one I made. Okay, so actually, like I was explaining before with the clips, the English words. So in here, like the last project, I had a longer clip for Synth channel 2, but here I also have a longer channel for just the drums here. Like I wrote a really long drum pattern. Let's see if we could just hear the kick alone. So yeah, I don't know if that's picking up, but essentially using more clips gives you more options, more range in terms of how you want to write your patterns. You get to do more stuff with multiple clips. It's very cool. Here, look, let's play just the one drum clip. Here, no, just the one drum clip. And then you can see in drum channel 1, we have this pattern I wrote, just the 32 bar. But if I move down to this pattern, you see the other sequence that I wrote. But if I highlight the whole section, like all together, now it's going to play through all 4 of these clips. I know I only showed you 2, but you should get the point. You're going to see the sequence change to clip 2 now, and then clip 3, and then clip 4. And I could even show that off with Synth 2, so you could see the pattern change. This is another situation where I used 4 clips. Alright, very cool. I actually really enjoy this little project here. It's very satisfying. It's quite a vibe. I could get jiggy with this. Can you get jiggy with it? Leave a comment below if you can get jiggy with this. Alright, let's show one more project, and then I want to show like a blank project. Alright, here, just to show the range of which you can use this device, I made some weird, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess it's some like dubstep-y thing or whatever. It's just really distorted is what it is at the end of the day. Alright, so there's my weird distorted dubstep-y thing I made on the Circuit Tracks. It's kind of cool. I feel like, what's a good way of explaining this device? I've heard people say it's kind of like almost like a sketchbook. You carry a sketchbook around because you want your rough ideas captured somewhere so that you can, complete the idea or project later. That's kind of how I feel about this thing, because as cool as this weird dubstep-y thing is, it's missing a lot of elements that would make it, like a little more gritty. But I'm just glad I can do things like that on this device at all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Leave a comment below if you know what I mean. All right, here, let's look at the elements here. Let's go to Synth 1 and show off this situation. It's like the weird laser thing that's shooting off. Just like some modulation here. I could even show, I don't want to like change it too much, but here, let me show what we can do here with the envelopes. A lot of fuzz and stuff here with whatever this thing is that I made. Real punchy, you can get it sounding real punchy here. Some like wonky effects. Here, let's take a look at the second synth real quick. It's like a little bass situation on every like 2 and 4 kick. A little off kick situation here. Where is it? Here it comes. There it is. Kind of cool, kind of cool. And then we got the drum elements. Yeah, kick, little clav kind of snares thing or whatever that's acting as the snare, and then some percussion elements over here. Wow, 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 you know? And all together, all that nonsense sounds like. Could even, oh, here in the mixer, all the knobs on the top turn into your mixer, your levels. And I could kind of like bring in the bass stuff, raise some of the percussion elements. I think they're already up actually. Very sick, very sick. I think I want to go in though, and let's like speed run a little project. Show you the workflow of the device. You know what I mean? So let's go into. Actually, I'm gonna adjust the layout of the bottom. You could do that in scales, and you could arrange the different scales. But I like using this one because it's just a regular keyboard essentially. So now, you know, keyboard situation. I kind of did that all choppy, but whatever, you get the point. Let's pick a little sound by picking preset. You could do that for both synths. Warm bassy thing. That could be kind of cool. Let's use that real quick. So now when you hold down the clip, you can assign the notes for that clip in the sequence, and we're going to be doing that to write a little 32 bar clip sequence. You get the point. Let's try some like offbeat situation. Cool. That's getting kind of sick. We can do here. I don't know if I can musically spell right now. Let me see. Let's see what that sounds like. Here, maybe I want to change the last 2 bits to like the lower tone. That's kind of a vibe. Alright, now let's see if we could tweak this sound in any way. Too much resonance. I don't like too much resonance in my synth. Just enough to give it a little bit of that motion, you know, a little less blinky doinkiness, you know. All right, I'm kind of happy with that. Let's go to synth channel 2 and do like an accompanying something with it, you know. Wonder if that'll work with this situation. Yeah, that might be saucy. That could be kind of saucy. Okay, but this time, because the sequencing here, let me show this off real quick. If I make a sequence clip with this sound, it's only going to trigger as like a little, like I guess a pluck or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's going to just one shot that sound. So what we're going to do is just live record this in as we play, and we'll get the longer extended tail of the note. And now we've captured the hold of the note. I don't know why it's showing up. Oh, okay, I see what happened here. It showed up as like a little. It's fine because what we're using has got a little bit of. It's actually not fine. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. I'm gonna re-record it. Nice. Now that's properly in time. Let's get rid of that nonsense because I didn't mean to press that. And then I want to extend this to a 32 bar clip so that it's quiet in the next part. We could put some elements here, but just for the sake of how I want the instrument to play out, I'm going to have it be quiet in the second half of the clip. And now it shows up basically like every bar. I want to mess with this a little bit, so I'm going to not shut off. Actually, I'm not going to shut it off. I was going to shut off Synth channel 1 so I could just hear 2, but I want to hear them together. Interesting. Oh, cool. So I can lower the range or of the pitch as it like rises. Well, the modulation has like a little LFO situation. That's kind of cool. Alright, I think we've tweaked that enough. Let's go to the drums real quick. I don't want this video to be too long. And let's just speed run some quick drums. The bottom section of the drums are going to be your different samples. And you're going to assign whatever sample you want to use to each drum channel. And I usually set drum channel 1 to a kick. So let's just do like a basic 4 kick. And then I'll add in a little off swingy snare. That's kind of cool. Alright, cool. So we've kind of speed ran through some drums here. It's kind of swingy, kind of vibey. And now we can mess with the levels. I was messing with the levels a little bit so you could hear the drums so they're a little more prominent. But now, real quick, I just want to mess around with some of the effects. The effects I'm still kind of getting used to because I only know what some of them do. It's kind of hard to understand what each effect does unless you're experimenting with it. But over here I have some like, I guess, reverby rate delay situation going on with this. So I'm gonna raise I'm gonna use this effects pad and raise it on the drums in certain elements and maybe the synths. So when you're in effects, these knobs are affecting each channel essentially that you want to put effects on. If you could hear now, I am now modulating the little hi-hat situation. If I completely cut it off, we have our basic hi-hats. And now, if I raise this, we kind of got a repeating delay situation. And I kind of just want to do that for some of the other percussion elements I got going on. Are we not vibing? Are we not grooving right now? That's definitely a vibe. Alright, so I guess that's basically most of the things I wanted to show off here. Now we have a little project that I guess we'll just save onto this cube. And when you go into projects, all these cuboids here act as your mini projects, and you have a lot of blank projects, which is very nice. So I'm gonna save that once more because I'm paranoid, and now we can just listen to the little beat we made. That's kind of cool, a little sketch of a beat, you know? Novation Circuit Tracks, very cool device. But yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I have other musical devices and toys I would like to show off in the future. If you like this video, I'm sure you like all the other videos on the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Thumbnail.